Hey, Cancer. Intuitive Soul Coach here with your August 2023 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, Cancer. August 2023 is a very powerful month. We have 4 to 6 planets going retrograde, including Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, and Venus. We have Mercury going retro on the 23rd. We have Chiron going retro on the 28th. We have 2 supermoons, including a blue moon right at the tail end of the month, and then we have a full moon in Aquarius at the very beginning, the first of the month, and then we have that Lionsgate portal. So this is a very powerful month for a lot of changes on a lot of different levels. So that's what we'll take a look at here in your reading. We'll take a look at the overall energy. We'll take a look at your highest potential, greatest strengths, action steps that you can take to fully embrace what's going on this month, messages from your guides, your loved ones, your spiritual team, and then we'll connect here to a celebratory outcome. So there's definitely going to be highs and lows. This is going to be a month of deep introspection and deep changes on a transformative emotional level for a lot of you. So it could even be relationship dynamics are changing. We do have Venus going retrograde. We have Mercury, communication, right? We have all of these things happening and taking place, but it's to allow you to grow more into who you want to become. Sometimes it's through those trials and tribulations and those challenges that we really tend to find out what we're truly made of. And that's what I'm getting here for you, Cancer. Now, your overall energy is Libran energy of knowing that you're loved. Loved by the universe, loved by those around you. I'm getting support, friendships. This is a really powerful time for you, and you're feeling it on a deeper emotional level. Now, Libran energy is all about finding that balance, right? Finding balance and reciprocity. So for those of you that are in a relationship, whether it's family, whether it's friendships, intimate, it could be career as well. If you feel this month that something has been off kilter or one-sided for quite some time, this could be the month that you really step into that action piece and do something about it, whether it is talking to the person, whether it is going towards a new opportunity, whatever it may be for you. I absolutely sense that you are choosing self-love. And even though that can be challenging and that can be difficult for you to do at times because you don't want to disappoint others, Cancer, but you tend to at times hold on to things that no longer serve you. And this is the month for you to fully release with double full moon energy, and it being not just a full moon at that, but a super moon. Super moons are closer to the earth, which means the energy of that sign is amplified. So we do have that full moon on the 1st of August. That is in Aquarius. That's about getting things off the ground, things that may not have been a priority for you, or things that may have been a little challenging, difficult, or maybe you've put on the back burner. I'm getting indecisive energy here for you as well. For others of you, this is about you connecting with those people that matter to you the most. And that's what this month is going to be about. We have so many planets going retrograde, which can absolutely bring in a deep sense of reflection, reevaluating, maybe even reorganizing your space, your home space. For some of you, there could be some DIY projects that you are tackling this month as well. Again, it would be a really good time to get out there in nature. Maybe take some time to get off the grid, go camping, go hiking, go towards a retreat, spend some time on the water if you can, or in the woods, or by an area that feels calm, feels peaceful, feels serene to you. Let's take a look and clarify this Libran energy of love, 6 of Cups. Some of you are connecting to some childhood dreams. Okay, this can even be healing the inner child if it's been wounded, or if you haven't let it out, let your inner child out to have fun and play for a while. This could be showing up. Some of you, I feel like there could be someone from the past. It doesn't have to be an ex. It could be a family member. It could even be a pet that you've had for quite some time. There's this energy I'm feeling of unconditional love. And the Six of Cups shows up because some of you may even be yearning for the good old days, back when things were simple, right? Back when things were less challenging. So this is a month I feel like you're going into that deep contemplation, deep reflection, and you're going to allow yourself to fully embrace what your inner child has maybe wanted, maybe a childhood dream that you've wanted for quite some time. Okay, so this is a really beautiful energy. Now let's take a look and see what your greatest strength is, Cancer. Your greatest strength in the month of August is to utilize this Gemini energy. So it's that air, excuse me, that air placement of embracing the flow. And this has been coming up for a few signs this month, is not resisting the change, because change is coming whether we want it or not this month. We're seeing it on a global level, on an energetic level, spiritual level, physical level, on all different levels. So when we resist, when we hang on to what we know needs to kind of fall apart, or we hang on to that job or that toxic pattern or that belief or that relationship that is no longer serving us, it causes resistance, and it can cause more challenge and more stress and more anxiety than if we were to go with the flow and we know deep down that something needs to change, but we hang on to it because it feels like it's in a comfort zone, even if it doesn't feel comfortable. Isn't that ironic? So embracing the flow of life is your greatest strength in the month of August. And your fullest potential here is to unleash your kindest self. And that kind of is what that Six of Cups is all about as well. It can be small acts of kindness. It can be showing the world that you don't have to be greedy or angry or bitter or harsh or, resentful. All of those lower vibrations that we tend to hang on to at times. I feel like you may be teaching other people may be teaching you that there is love in the world, that there is compassion. Some of you may hear a beautiful compliment or many compliments given to you in the month of August. You may be the receiver, you may be the giver, because I get that Six of Pentacles as well. So there's going to be some sort of reciprocity, whether it's compliments, someone may offer you a raise, a bonus. There could be a gift here for you as well. I mean, for a lot of you Cancerians, you've just celebrated a milestone, a turning point in your life, another trip around the sun. So I feel like this year you want to do things differently. You want to celebrate this age with more love, more compassion, and more kindness. And that is your fullest potential here this month. Now we also have your greatest strength and fullest potential. Once you fully embrace the changes instead of hanging on, which again can be so difficult to do, once you stay compassionate. So some of you need to make some changes, or you will be making some changes that are difficult. But if you do so in a compassionate, loving way, I feel like things will be a lot easier for you. Instead of getting mad and it being eye for an eye, maybe an old boss really did you bad or did you dirty, and instead of it being, flicking the bird and saying off with you, off with the heads, I feel like you're giving your 2-week notice, and you're still treating a situation with love and compassion, even though it may not have been treated or put upon the same way towards you. Same goes for a relationship. Maybe someone did you dirty, but instead of, maybe in the past, eye for an eye, or instead of reacting in a negative way, I feel like you're just shooting them with kindness, killing them with kindness, as they say. So I do sense that you're assessing the situation this month, and you're taking a look at the way people express themselves. You're taking a look at something beneath the words. So it's like you have this deeper understanding of why someone is feeling or acting the way that they are. You have this deep spiritual understanding of maybe someone's pain as well. There is a sense of acknowledgement I feel here for you, Cancer, and you're showing love, empathy, and compassion where it may surprise you. Not saying that you're not a loving, compassionate being, but towards whom or what or the energy, it may surprise you, the feelings that show up for you. It could be a complete stranger, right? It could be a situation that maybe you would have reacted differently in the past. You're going to assess it here with this Virgo energy. And I feel like that's going to give you the opportunity to step back instead of react. Okay. And that again is your greatest strength. Now, the action steps that you can take this month, step up and lead. Capricorn energy, whatever this may mean for you, stepping up and taking the lead could be making one decision, Cancer, that is going to help you move forward in your career, in your health, in your relationships, in your spiritual practice, whatever it is for you. It could be all of the above, but taking one baby step and moving forward is absolutely going to help you, because it's like that dominoes effect. Once you push that one domino, sometimes that hardest step is the first step, right? And I feel like that's what you're doing this month. And then you're going to get that traction to keep going. It's something that you push down with that domino. It's going to affect everyone else. So it could be a kind word, right? It could be a kind compliment that you give someone else that makes their entire day, and you uplift their energy. And what they do is they then give someone else that compliment, right? And it just spreads, and it spreads like that spider web. So I absolutely feel, without a doubt, and there you are showing up long and loud and clear, I absolutely feel without a doubt you are impacting the energies around you, but it's because you're reflecting and you're not reacting. Okay, this Chariot says you're moving forward. So this is big. This is you here. Chariot is success. It's triumph after a difficult period, possibly. It can be making a difficult decision with maybe a person in your life, with your career. The Chariot is all about you having a new sense of drive, a new sense of ambition after feeling a little bit stuck. Weren't quite sure which way to go, but I feel like you're in charge here. And this is literally stepping up and leading, and the Chariot does step up and lead. Look at this guy, doesn't need reins. He trusts that those horses are going to lead him to where he needs to go. But he also uses his magician qualities, right? He uses the skills that he has to use his mind wisely, but also steer that ship, if that makes sense. So definitely taking big action steps this month towards you being the change, right? As they say, be the change you wish to see in the world. This is you being that change, Cancer. So pat yourself on the back. This is big. So messages from your guides, your loved ones. We have Aries energy. It says it's time to step into your power. Your guides are helping you. Your spiritual team is assisting you. Your loved ones that have crossed over are guiding you. So this is all about you stepping into this new energy, which it's been there all along, right? Your personal power. But sometimes as we veer and journey through life, we have certain conditioning, certain beliefs, or certain things that tend to pile upon our personal power. And it can take hits to the solar plexus chakra here, where we don't feel as empowered as we once did. Maybe we were really good at that job, but we got fired. Maybe we thought we had a job in the bag or career path, and it crumbled. Whatever it may have been. Maybe it was a relationship. Maybe it was your health. Whatever it may have been, it may have disempowered you in some way, shape, or form, where you have this new opportunity here to try again, start again, move forward after a time of a delay or just feeling a little bit stuck. You're embracing it here, and your guides want you to know that you're not alone as well. So believe in your good luck, because it's here. And this, I'm getting here, some of you are connecting and meeting with your spirit guides this month. You could even dream about a loved one. Now we have that super blue moon in the sign of Pisces, which is your fellow water sign. This is all about divine downloads. It's about channeling source energy. It's about opening that crown chakra, possibly more so than you felt in a long time. Even if you feel like you're highly intuitive and you have a good connection with spirit, get ready, because that's going to blow it away around that full moon. And this is about you believing that, yes, the impossible is in fact possible. the dreams that you thought were not manifesting in the timing that you thought, or not manifesting at all. Believe in your good luck, because there's a lot of shifts happening, and it looks like for you, Cancer, these shifts are going to happen and really shift and change your world for the better. You're going to be happy. Let's take a look at what some of these are for you. What else do we need to know about stepping into your power here and the good luck? Whoa, look at that. That's a lot of cards, but we'll look at them all. What do we have here for Cancer, please? Okay, Two of Wands. After a time of maybe planning, saying to yourself, well, is the grass greener? Do I stay? Do I leave? Should I relocate? What else is out there for me? I feel like you're making a decision here to do something maybe globally, travel possibly. Two of Wands is about getting up off that perch, getting up out of that box, right? Thinking outside the box. And you have been doing a lot of contemplation, but I feel like you're making a move here, because Four of Cups is showing up. Yes, it's in reverse, but this is okay, because it means that there's a new opportunity coming in here for you. You may have felt like you were bored, right? You may have been bored, even a little frustrated, a little bit impatient, and maybe even lacked inspiration at times, because you just didn't see that rainbow, right? You weren't able to see here that on this side, there's a whole new beginning and a whole cup that's filled, just because of some sort of conditioning, beliefs, or experience. It may have just been feeling a little bit low on energy here, which we all go through, Cancer. But I feel like you are reinventing yourself, because what we have here, we have the Ace of Swords showing up in a form of a new understanding. Expect some miscommunications this month, but because you have this heightened sense of awareness, because your crown chakra is open, I feel like you'll be able to see through the miscommunication. And that's why I said in the beginning, you're able to see through a person's words. So you may say to yourself, maybe you say it to them, maybe you don't. But for example, let's say someone's speaking from the ego. They're speaking from a place of either arrogance or maybe pain, right? They could be speaking from one way, but it's like you see through it, because you've been there yourself, and you know that someone is hurting, and you know that it would be worse by just stabbing or poking, right? Poking into that wound more and more and more. So instead, what you're doing is you're finding ways to clear up the miscommunication this month. And you have the light bulb moment. You have the higher consciousness to be able to do so. There it is, High Priestess here saying, don't second guess your intuitive nudges. Don't second guess what you're receiving, because this is the month that, again, High Priestess energy is full blown in activation mode here. Not just around the Lionsgate portal, but again, the super moons and then the planets. It may feel like, craziness, fireworks going off. One day your emotions are over here, the next day you got a new firework. So you may feel like you're putting out a lot of little fires here. Isn't there a show? I think there's a show, Little Fires Everywhere. It may feel like that at times, and it may feel like sometimes you're in a never-ending cycle with the world. But I do sense here that there will be a victory coming in. There's a big victory where at the end of the month, you'll say, wow, I actually did complete this cycle. It has been difficult for you. You've been stuck here in a state of opposition, Knight of Pentacles. Things may have felt stuck, or maybe you just weren't moving along at all, or maybe there was a little bit of fear. If I move forward, what if it's not what I expect? What if I am just better off staying on that perch? You're not better off, because the stars are aligning here for you to manifest those dreams, for you to go deeper on a personal level and manifest what it is that you truly desire. Yes, there's been some uncertainty, but that's why you are a water sign, where you can go deep within the moon. You can trust your intuition at this time. Your subconscious is speaking to you through dreams, through emotions. You'll find the clarity that you need. And I'm also getting something being exposed here. Something that has to do with maybe family, 10 of Cups. I do sense, because you have the 10 of Cups in the world showing up together, which I love the 10 of Cups. But something regarding maybe your role, someone else's role. 10 of Cups can also be about healing some deep-seated trauma. It could be taking a look at who's betrayed you or how you've betrayed yourself. It can be even unrealistic goals. I'm getting here, some of you didn't feel worthy of love, and you're seeing here that you are absolutely worthy of love. That's your main energy. So if there was a family dynamic that you were in, Cancer, that told you you were less than, or if there was a situation, maybe you've been single for quite some time, or maybe you've been on the rocks, or it's been, really sticky or challenging, or there's been some deep hurt, deep betrayal. I feel like you are absolutely moving on to finishing up this cycle. Okay, karmic cycle for some of you. For others of you, it's something that your soul chose to experience or needed to experience for you to really connect to the spiritual realm more so. Some of you may have even had a near-death experience, a spiritual awakening, right? Some of you have had to overcome deep grief, loss, addictions. Okay, you've dealt with people who have been mentally unstable. Maybe you yourself at times have felt mentally unstable. But the Ten of Cups here as one of your final cards says that you have the opportunity to flip this upright. You have the opportunity to maybe manifest or bring in that family dynamic, travel, go on vacations, have that happily family, have that fairy tale. But even in a fairy tale, there's still some sort of challenge that needs to be overcome. But you are creating that heaven on earth here. You absolutely are. Whatever that may look like to you, you're manifesting it because the stars are aligning. Even though it seems like every planet is going haywire and everything's, happening here all at once, the dust is going to settle here and you're going to see that you're far better off than where you were, especially if you can take those experiences that you've had in the past and turn them into wisdom, right? Because you've learned the lessons, you've learned it, and you can even help and teach other people as well. Your final celebratory outcome is the Sagittarian energy here of focusing on the positive, right? There could be a Sag coming your way, I just heard as well. Could be a fire sign. But for others of you, focusing on the positive and focusing on the glass half full instead of half empty, right? Staying in your own lane, as I always like to say. Focus on what you can control, not what you can't. That's going to be a big eye opener for you this month as well. But I sense that when you stay in your own lane, you actually have this heightened sense of awareness where you'll be able to see other people veering, right? You're able to see through some BS, and I get that strong. Some of you there's that Knight of Wands. Yep. Some of you are absolutely manifesting here a new beginning. What do we have? Wow. So we have the Knight of Wands showing up. So fire energy that we were just talking about. These are all celebratory cards. So I'm going to read them as they're in the upright because this is your celebratory outcome. Knight of Wands is all about passion, excitement, and adventure. This is about action and letting your instincts lead you towards that life that you want for yourself with passion and with desire and joy and adventure, right? You want more of this into your life. You want more spontaneity. In order for you to fully embrace this new beginning, there's something that you're being required to let go of. Ten of Swords can at times be a painful ending, but it is an ending that it's hit its peak, right? You've learned all that you could towards the end of this cycle here. So Ten of Swords, I love the illustration here because it's a graceful ending. You see the crows above. This is about being divinely guided. She's walking towards more of the light. And so yes, something's been painful, but she's coming out of it and she's stronger than she was prior. You have the Ten of Cups showing up. We just seen the Ten of Cups. We just talked about this as well, Cancer, and the King of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is being able to make enough money to maybe either retire, to take care of your family. I just heard here college as well, whether it's you going to college or maybe helping your children. For others of you, this could be a new home. The King of Pentacles, he is someone who focuses on his success and his family here as well. So I sense that this King of Pentacles, the energy here is bringing stability to the family life, bringing stability to something that maybe was deflected, or it may have been challenging. There could have been a loss, right? But things are starting to come back into a full circle here, and you're able to move forward with more ease, more peace, more grace. He's a reliable leader. He's worked his way to the top here. It hasn't always been easy, but I feel like you're building your empire, and it includes Ten of Cups energy. So spending more time with the people that you love as well. Some of you work from home. Some of you have wanted to spend some time with family, maybe not work as hard as well, because this is my work smarter hard. card, excuse me, not harder. So I absolutely feel that someone could be taking a family vacation, right? Someone could be getting a job that leads them closer to family as well, Cancer. So a lot of changes happening here for the better. And I do sense a heightened sense of stability, whatever stability looks like in your world. But you got to take that move. You got to take that risk, leave something of the past behind. And a cycle has come to its close here. There's nothing left to learn in this old dynamic, this old energy, this old relationship, whatever this may be for you. It's time to say yes to this new adventure. Be a little spontaneous here. It's not necessarily impulsivity that I'm feeling here from you, Cancer, but it feels exciting and it feels impulsive for you, but it's actually something that you have been preparing and planning for quite some time. So focus on the positive changes that are coming in for you. Focus on what you can control. And it looks like you have a really beautiful wave coming in here that's going to bring you a lot of abundance. I hope this resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channel messages out there to those that need it most. If you're vibing with the energy of this channel and haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so. Thank you so very much, Cancer, for spending your precious energy here today. Lots of love.